part of the thing that, is fun for me, I mean, Phil and Jim are two of my favorite musicians, on the planet. And so, it's a little much, but it's true. It is. I mean, these guys are so fun to play with. And so, so it's not a little much, it's just the truth. But it's, it's fun for me to just listen to what they're going to do. I was playing at a little concert festival thing one time, and my band had to go on before one of the great guitar players, Bill Frisell. And Bill had just come from an event he was playing on somewhere, maybe the Kennedy Center or something like that, where he had played with Herbie Hancock and Wayne Shorter, just like one of these like the heavies assembled and did a thing. I asked him, I was like, well, how was that? And he's like, oh, it was awesome. I didn't have to do anything really. I just sat there and listened to him play. And I was like, he probably did more than that. But to him, that's what he was, really focusing on. It's like, man, I get to listen to these guys play. And that's kind of how I feel when I get to, play with these guys. So, in a lot of my trio stuff, and I've been playing a lot more trio, well, we've been playing a lot, but I have been doing more trio stuff than I usually do, and that's the fun of it for me, is like just playing something and then backing out and listening to what's going on, maybe offering something here and there, but having it be that thing. So for me, it's the fun of listening. What are my pals gonna come up with? Yeah.
I think for me, I like all those things. For me, it's kind of like a good conversation, where if you're talking to somebody and they're just interrupting you all the time and never letting you get your point across, that's not really fun. So it's not fun to have that experience musically. So it's like, for me, I just think about listening to the other people more than I listen to myself. And that way I can, I'm still caring about how I sound and trying to add the as best elements as I can, but I'm also trying to respond to what other people are doing and listening around the band more than being concerned about playing a full line or something like that. I'm really trying to see am I fitting in with what is going on? Am I complimenting the situation, or am I getting in the way of somebody? So for me, it's very conversational.
These are great questions, you guys. Yeah.
I've been working on what I would call conscious listening a lot recently, which is almost I internal listening at the moment playing, and I'll say it back to myself in my head. But I'm almost going at crossroads where I don't know if I should hurt each person I'm playing with separately, or if I should almost take them as one thing and respond to. And then on a further note, if I am trying to listen as one almost entire being or person that I'm playing with them, am I also part of that? Am I almost kind of say what you're saying in my head and almost use that as another note that I'm playing with that time. And it supports that.
So what is your question?
What is your best? How do you perceive it? How do you in your head when you hear other people play what they do, and you're playing with them, do you see yourself as a separate entity from them, and you're playing with them as everyone is completely different, or do you see us all playing together and trying to create something more?
Man, I think you're listening to it probably on a deeper level than I am. I don't think about it that much, I guess. You kind of caught me off guard with that. I guess I'd probably have to say I just listened to the whole thing. It's like, now I'm starting to rethink my life here a little bit. And maybe I should be thinking about this a little bit more. But I don't know. This is going to sound really kind of not very deep, but I just like listening to it and then playing something that I think will, make it sound better. Or don't play. You guys heard me talk a little bit earlier about that session I did where the piano player wanted to play the whole time. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I would play the heads of the tunes, And then I was doing email in the recording session till like the end of the tune, and then I jump in and I play the heads, and nobody said anything. You know, like, hey, we need more guitars. I was like, oh, all right, you know, like, check's not gonna bounce either way, you know, and you guys are happy with the sound. But, so I guess I don't overthink it maybe, you know, that much, where I just really try to enjoy it and then be a part of it where I think it's appropriate. So, I think these guys will have something better for that.
Well, I feel like this music is very selfless. If you have to be very selfless to play it. And when people get selfish, like the piano player who was describing, like that creates bad music, you know. And so I think for me, the more outside myself I can be, the better. If I'm too internalized and thinking about everything that I'm doing, you know, I have to like step outside a little bit and just be like, okay, there's however many people here, like let me check out what everybody's doing and add something to it, you know, or lay out, you know, the bass doesn't often lay out, but you know, if that would be appropriate, you know, that might do it. But for me, it's getting kind of away from myself, being more listening outward.